A challenging item for any player is to be able to improvise through a piece. Using chord scale outlines, we can start to solve this problem. We look at this now. There's a PDF file that goes with this video. To get it, go to www.petemartin.info, click Videos, and scroll down to Barry Harris for Jazz Mandolin. It really helps my channel if you click like, so please do, so more folks can find these videos. I really appreciate it. Soloing on tunes can be nerve-wracking and may seem impossible for newer players. If we had a way of determining what to play over each chord, we could take some of the mystery out of improvising. Chord scale outlines are a good first step in this process. This sounds out the harmony in a tune and helps our ear hear the chord changes and gives us a jumping off point for determining lines we can play. A chord scale outline usually starts on the root and travels up to the seventh. Say we're playing on a song that starts with one measure of C6. Let's play an ascending C major scale against that chord. See and hear this in example 1. The same phrase also works for a C major 7 chord. Remember that C6 and C major 7 are interchangeable with each other. See this in example 2. A chord scale outline can also start on the 7th and travel down to the root. Let's play descending C major scale against one measure of C6 or C major 7. See this in example 3. If we need two measures of C6 or C major 7, we ascend the C major scale to the 7th and then descend back to the root. See this in example 4. In his classes, if Barry wanted one measure of C6 or C major 7, he would say C major up. If he wanted two measures of C6 or C major 7, he would say C major up and down. He would go through entire tunes this way to make sure each player knew what scale they would be playing everywhere in that piece. For a dominant 7th chord, we do the same root to 7th using the dominant scale, up or down for one or two measures. See this C7 in example 5. C7 up, C7 down, C7 up and down. When there's a major 2-5 progression, bebop players would often just play that phrase as the 5 chord. This is something I notice often when transcribing Charlie Parker solos. We will look at this more in future videos. Let's play a chord scale outline for one measure of D minor 7 and one measure of G7, followed by two measures of C major 7. See this in example 6. If you find this video useful, I ask that you consider supporting my channel and my website through my Patreon page, www.patreon.com/PeteMartin. For the very low price of $3 a month, you allow me to keep adding content to my YouTube channel and website. I also teach online lessons if anyone is interested. Thank you. For tonic minor chords, Barry likes to use the minor 6th chord, and for the scale, Barry likes to use the minor 6th diminished scale. We covered minor 2-5-1 progressions in video 18, 19, 20, and 48 of this series. Review if needed. Let's review an A minor 6 diminished scale. See this in example 7. For a tonic minor chord, Barry likes to play root up to the 6th of the minor 6 diminished scale. See this for 1 and 2 measure progressions of A minor 6 in example 8. A minor up, A minor up and down. Based on what we learned in those earlier videos, let's play chord scale outlines for the progression B minor 7 flat 5, E7, and A minor 6, which is a 2-5-1 progression in A minor. Play example 9 now. Let's combine example 9 and example 6 into a progression. Look at the PDF file for example 10. For the progression, Barry would say G7 up and down, C major up and down, G7 up and down to the 3rd of E, A minor up and down. Play example 10 now. In the next video, we'll learn scale outlines for the tune Perdido and start to look at how to build some lines. Your assignment is to take chord progressions of familiar tunes, then work out and play these chord scale outlines of those tunes, choosing the correct scales that outline the chords. Be sure to subscribe, click the bell icon to be notified of new videos, click like, and check out my website and Patreon page. I'm Pete Martin. Thanks for watching.